Hey guys, this is part 3 out of 3 of my Israel trip vlog. So if you haven't watched parts 1 and 2, I would suggest watching those first. But if you have, or if you haven't and for some reason you just want to watch this instead, that's fine, I guess. Either way, I hope you enjoy the video. Right now behind us is the city of Jerusalem. It is the home of my Jewish ancestors and the home of my Christian brothers and sisters and my home.
Amen. Tomorrow. I don't know why we're not going today.
Pool of Bethesda, where Jesus healed a lame man. I'm exploring in the place where the Pool of Bethesda used to be, where Jesus healed a blind man. And they also had built over it though later on. People did. There's like birds everywhere. But yeah, it's really big. You can go down too. I'm gonna go down. My dad also said there's a bathroom over here somewhere. And I can't find it, but I know it's here. I'll go down there.
Don't know. Exercise.
There's a pool down. I mean, there's like water access down there.
Huh.
Really dark.
It is really dark.
Can you see okay?
It's just dark. This is one of the 3 still remaining Crusader churches built at that time.
The officers were carrying blocks.
This is from when we went shopping in Bethlehem, and all of these things are made by the Christians that live there in Bethlehem, and we got to meet some of them. And a fact I learned was that about 40 years ago, Bethlehem was 87% Christian, and now only 18% of the people there are Christians, so please be in prayer for the Christians of Bethlehem. And then something else I learned was that Bethlehem is actually surrounded by a big concrete wall, and it's because Bethlehem is under Palestinian control, not Israeli control. So this is the inside of that wall, and there was a bunch of graffiti on it. Walking around in Bethlehem. This building was built over the probable birthplace of Christ.
The start of Bethlehem, the birth of Jesus.
Down here is where the manger would have been.
This is here, as it now, the angel notifying the people. Who would like to lead us through? Me. Yeah, start.
No crib for a bed, the little Lord Jesus laid down his sweet bed. asleep on the hay.
The
Cattle are lowing, the baby are raised, but little Lord Jesus, no crying he makes. I love thee, Lord Jesus, look down from the sky and stay by my cradle till morning is nigh.
Merry Christmas.
This is where they have midnight mass every year on Christmas in Bethlehem. Bethlehem. So these are the caves
Very uneven
that,
here, be careful.
okay, that the shepherds would have been in outside of Bethlehem. This area of caves.
If we could have some lights, I'll video it.
Yeah, set your phone right here.
Where
On
else?
that one.
Ooh.
The one up here?
I think they should charge to get in.
Then they could have soap and lights and.
Yeah.
And it's big though?
Mm-hmm.
So
what's the entrance to this? Do you think from the
Thank
first
you
century?
guys, that was cool.
Oh, it keeps going back there? Oh, it just goes to the,
Big circle.
yeah.
Do you think sheep have the right of way here?
I got it on video.
Yeah.
There's sheep crossing the road.
I don't imagine anybody's gonna take the chance.
There's some shepherds. Huh.
Eunice always has the right of way.
This is the place where Jesus was held captive for a night before his crucifixion.
The steps, and I'll get your picture.
Yeah. These are the exact steps that Jesus took on his way to pray in the Garden of Gethsemane, and then he walked back up them after he was captured. The steps that we walked on, that we were able to walk on, were actually some of the ones that Jesus took as well. The ones down below that were closed off are closed off because people would take parts of them and just to be better preserved. So they've kept just a few that they've taken care of for people to walk on. We are at the Western Wall where the Jews go to pray, and the right side over here is for only women, and the left side over there is for the men. And they do that so that there's less distractions. And what they'll do is they write their prayers down on papers and then put them in the wall.
Zacchaeus, it's fine. This just was designed for you.
So here we were on a little tour by the Western Wall, and we got to see parts of the temple wall from the time of King Herod, as well as some parts actually from the time of King Solomon. These are some of the original stairs that led up to the entrance of the temple during the time of Christ, so he used them, and we're going to go on them. This is all original stuff from the temple here that Jesus used when he was alive. This is on Mount Zion, and if you can see all those little holes there, those are actually bullet holes from the time when the Israelis and Jordanians were fighting, and now Israel is split between the Israelis and Jordanians. We are walking through Old Jerusalem, and we're gonna see some stuff. There's a cat. I can't even see what I'm recording. Hi, kitty. I'm recording with. There's the kitty. We've seen so many cats out and about. Well, like quite a few. Of course, I'm in Israel, and what am I doing? I'm recording a cat. Oh, it's such a nice kitty. Oh my goodness. Well, my group just left me. Okay, I'm sorry. I gotta go, kitty. You can follow me. This is where they commemorate David's tomb. Some people think it's actually here, but it's not.
I'll take the picture with you while I open the camera. The Lawrence of Arabia is coming. Open the way, please. Open the way.
So now we are walking the Palm Sunday path that they walked on Palm Sunday when they waved the palm branches. It's a nice, pretty view of the Dome of the Rock over there. It's a pretty view for that too. Where are we, Dad?
We're on the slope of the Mount of Olives, looking over toward the eastern gate, where the Spirit of the Lord hovered there in Ezekiel. And then finally he came out in chapter 11 and went to the Mount of Olives, just like Jesus when he ascended up into heaven. And so when he comes back, he's going to come back according to Zechariah on the Mount of Olives. And this will be split, and it will be a new heaven, or it'll be the millennial temple, but it'll be split, and it'll take up this whole area. Oh, look, something's burning down there. See that?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
You guys want to see? Right over there. This is a big model of the city of Jerusalem.
Behind it, you can see Wilson Bridge and Wilson Arch. We were standing just right there.
This is the Garden of Gethsemane, where Jesus prayed soon before his crucifixion. More cats. You've seen so many cats. I come to the garden hallowed, while the dew is still on the rose. houses, and the voice I hear falling on my ear, the Son of God discloses. And he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own. And the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. This is a 2,300-year-old tree in the Garden of Gethsemane, so it was there when Jesus went there to pray. This is called the Church of Nations. Old City of Jerusalem, Old Jerusalem. You can see etched into the stone here that this is a place where they used to play what they called the King's Game, which would be like gambling, so like how they gambled for Jesus' clothes. Here are some tombs from the time of Jesus.
Wow. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
You want me to line up one more or the other? You good?
Go ahead.
Here is Calvary, and you can reach in and touch the top of the stone. So that's what those people are doing. This is a 2,800-year-old wall, and it dates back to the time of Hezekiah. This is inside the possible tomb of Jesus Christ.
4, 3, 2, 1.
See the shadow of the plank. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know it was kind of long, but we did a bunch, so it had to be kind of long. Romeo's been playing with me, and he still wants to play with me, so I'm just gonna do this. But yeah, I had a great time, and there was so much that we did that I couldn't even put in the video because it would just be way too long. But yeah, and I didn't get everything recorded, obviously. Getting a scam call. Okay. But I want to say there were I'll tell you 3 major takeaways from the trip. First of all, I learned so much that I didn't know before, about so many different places and different things in the Bible. It was just really great to be able to understand things a lot better. And then I was also able to understand in that I can picture a lot of things better and more accurately, I guess, than I could before. And it just really made the Bible come to life in some ways, or it made it seem more real, I guess. I mean, I already knew that it was real, but like just being there made it, yeah, you know what I mean. And then the last takeaway, and one of the biggest things for me from this trip, was really getting to see the culture there and interact with so many people that live there and are from there. And I have never been on a trip before outside of America, so for me this was like, whoa, like this is the first time I've ever even been to another country and experienced that culture. So it was amazing to get to do that, and I love people. I'm a people person, so getting to try to interact with people there and talk with them, even though some of them didn't really, like, some of them only knew their language well and I only know English well, so like there was a bit of a language barrier sometimes, but it was still fun to get to try to be friends with them anyway and interact as best we could, I guess. And it was also great to build friendships with the people that I went on the trip with, and I made a lot of new friends between that and people that live there, and I'm just super thankful for the wonderful opportunity that God gave me to be able to do this. So thankful. And yeah, that's it. So again, I hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time.